Welcome, welcome. Lee, get us kicked off. So glad everyone is here. So excited.
I'm Lee Shepard. I am with Boys and Girls Clubs of America and really leading out right now on all things arts. So look forward to really engaging with you all even more than today this year as we are working and striving always to do more for more clubs in the art space. Today is our time to hear from you what you know about BGCA Creates, what's working and what's not working. And I want to just encourage, and for those who know me, this is a safe space, a time to openly share opinions. We are here to learn from you. We want to do better for you and for other arts practitioners. And so, being really open and sharing your opinions is really key for us getting the information we need to be able to improve and do even better. And that's why we're here today and why we are partnering with VOX ATL. Our partnership with them has been several years. Rachel and team are very familiar with clubs, with the arts. We'll get ready to, for you to get to know them today, but this is just the first, I would say, and opportunities for us to work together.
So much, Lee, and so great to see you all. My energy just skyrocketed. We at VOX ATL are thrilled to continue to partner with Boys and Girls Club of America and with all of you. VOX is a creative youth development organization, and Kyron's going to say a little bit more about that in a minute. But before I turn to them, I just want to name that our motto has always been, in working with youth, nothing about us without us. And the power of peer-to-peer content creation and peer-to-peer leadership and learning is at the core of everything we do. And I'm pretty sure that's why Lee asked us to continue this partnership. And that value, that commitment extends to this work as well. Nothing about you without you in terms of the content that is going to be generated on BGCA Creates. And we are here as facilitators to bring that microphone to you and create what you want to make. So thanks for being with us today to get that kickstarted. And with that, I'll turn to my colleague, Kyron, to share a little bit about us and get us started with some active intros.
My name is Kyron. About VOX, creative youth development organization for teens all over the metro Atlanta area. We help teens publish all kinds of pieces of work, whether it be written, audio, or visual. And we are uncensored but not unedited. All right, so we are going to be doing a go around question, which is a VOX staple. So in the go around question, we will share our name, pronouns. I'll share my age just because it's kind of customary, but you don't have to if you don't feel comfortable. And your art form, your club organization, and what you'll be teaching this fall, as well as your role if you feel comfortable. So I'll model. I'm 19. I use he, they pronouns, and I'm a photographer as well as other things, but I'm a photographer. I don't have a club organization. So I'm here with VOX and I'm not teaching anything this fall. I'm a student and I'm learning. And you guys, so the way that we pass things and go arounds is we'll pass to the person directly next to us or that's close to you that hasn't gone. So the person next to me is Rachel. So I'm passing it to Rachel.
So I work at VOX ATL. I'm 52. My pronouns are she, her, hers. And let's see. Well, you just heard that I'm co-facilitating or I'm teaching facilitation skills. I'm trained as a journalist and a social worker, and I live and work at the intersection of youth empowerment and content creation. And next to me on my screen in this digital circle is Naila.
Hi everyone, I'm Naila. I'm the alumni intern that's working with BGC Creates this fall. I'm so excited because VOX was such an important part of my life as a kid. So being able to share the type of content that we're creating in the clubs is super awesome. But yes, I'm so excited to meet all of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Erin Giver. I am, pronouns are she, her. I'm with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Southern Maine. My role here is the Senior Program Director in charge of art programs as well as leadership programs. Let's see, by trade, I am a photographer, but I do a lot of different kinds of art. And this year I'm teaching a lot of things, but the ones that I'm most excited about are printmaking and a couple different photography courses. So looking forward to that. And I will pass it to Trevon.
My name is Trayvon. I'm currently working with BGCA as a content manager. I also work for Boys and Girls Clubs of Hartford and Cecil counties as a graphic designer and marketing. I do work in the admin office. I don't get to work a lot like the club kids at my local clubs, but I do work with our club directors and try to implement different art activities and stuff like that. I'm going to pass it to Craig.
I'm with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Green Bay. I have been with the Youth Arts Initiative now for going on 7 years, I think. So we've been kicking some butt. That's been great. I go by he, him pronouns. And as far as my artistry, I am really into comic art and illustration, drawings, but mainly anything that deals with storytelling. So filmmaking and things like that as well. I get really passionate and excited about. I am now the creative arts specialist at the Boys and Girls Club in Greater Green Bay. And as far as I know, that's the first time anything like that's happened. So we're excited about that. And I'm going to be teaching music videos and filmmaking this coming weeks and months, comic book making and self-portraits. So that's what we're working on. Good to see y'all. Snap, snap, snap. And let's see here. Lance, I see you up there next to my picture.
Again. Well, my name is Lance Bradley. My organization is Children AIDS. And right now I'm teaching at the Whitney Young campus in the Bronx. And I'm teaching multimedia, different types of art, sculptures, murals, portraits, so many different things. I'm not doing any editing or video or any like cartoon animation or production like that, but I'm hoping to do that in the future. And I've been working with Children Aid as a vendor for the past 19 years. I've been with the Youth Arts Initiative for the past 3/2.5 years. And that's my role. I'm just a visual artist and just influencing the youth to become greater artists.
On my screen, Lance, Jeffrey is next to you. Can we pass to Jeffrey?
Okay, so I'll pass it to Jeffrey. Sorry, Jeffrey, I'm on my phone.
All good. It's so good to see you. And you sitting right in front of that beautiful piece of art is so awesome.
Oh, thank you. That's one of my projects I did with Children Aid at the at Millbank. We did a project with that with the Jewish Arts Organization, and we did it with we had about 70 people on this project. Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone, my name is Jeffrey Jimenez. I am a program director at the Whitney Young Junior Campus. I'm not teaching anything directly this semester. I'm the director of the program, so I basically just try to make it flow easy so that people like Lance can run his club and be able to support him and what he does. We also have music production as well. That's through YAI. He's not here currently right now because he's working with the school building in the morning. But that's what we have here at Children's Aid. To Reuben.
Hey, how's it doing? How's it going, everyone? I am Reuben Royster. My pronouns are he, him, his. I am the Regional Director of Studios and Production, as well as the Arts and Innovation Manager for the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Atlanta. I'm not teaching anything this fall. I am providing resources for my instructors to facilitate programming and all areas of arts now being music, visual arts, performing arts, things of that matter. And I'm going to pass it to my dear friend Opal.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Opal Walker Warren. My pronouns are she and her. I am a whopping 52 years old. My art form. So I am not a teacher of art, okay? But I love to do art. So what I do, I jump into all the art classes and experience art. That's my little therapy each day when I get a chance to go in and see whatever CJ is doing or Abigail is doing. That's how I get my art. But what I like to do is I like to use my role here as the Director of Social Emotional Development and Program Impact to help the artists just bring out, emotions and just teach the kids how to let their emotions come through their art, how to use art as a therapy or as a source of therapy for them. My trade is an educator and a trainer, and I'm just so happy to see all my friends and family members on this call today. Great seeing y'all. I am going to pass it to my dear friend, Amy. Amy, are you there?
I am Amy from the Boys and Girls Club of the Tennessee Valley, pronouns they, them. I am the YI director and also liaison for our organization. But this semester I am teaching as well. And so I'm teaching our music video production class at 2 of our clubs, which has been super awesome.
Hey everyone, I'm Bert Garcia. I am the director of YI and SIM for the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Austin area. I'm not teaching. I just sort of facilitate everything for my PPTAs and ensure that we continue to stay funded and do everything on the admin side. Oh, my pronouns are he, him. Like I said, I'm not teaching, and then my personal mediums, it sort of depends on whatever I'm currently into. My backgrounds are in like graphic design and like graffiti and woodworking and just a little bit of everything.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Carr. I work for the Boys and Girls Club of Central Minnesota. My pronouns are she or her. I am the dance artist here at the club. I'm also the lead artist. And what am I teaching this fall? Right now we've started kind of doing more contemporary styles of dance. And then we'll probably take it from there to see kind of what the kids want to do. I know TikTok is like a big thing, so I'm trying to figure out how to create something that's TikTok-esque, so they kind of like that. But hello, I believe it's Midge's turn.
Everybody. So much creativity among these rectangles. So I'm Midge Caparosa with Children's Aid in New York, she, her, hers. I'm the Arts and Leadership Coordinator. I'm also the new YI liaison because we've unfortunately lost Suli. She's not with Children's Aid anymore, so we will miss her. But my role is to support Lance and Jeffrey, Jeffrey, you teach people all the time. All of you that say you don't teach people, you teach people every day. You've taught me a lot. And so I'm overseeing some of the arts grants that Children's Aid has and, supporting Lance and Dondre and some of the other teaching artists. I am actually back in the classroom this fall, which I'm really excited about. It's what feeds me. And I'm going to be doing arts and activism with the youth, middle school and high school kids around Children's Aid, and hopefully into the community and doing raising awareness around reporting racism in New York City so that the city can have more data to respond to. And we're doing a series of portraits of people that were that we've lost from acts of racism and hate crimes. So I'm excited to go forward with that and help the kids use their voices and make a change through creativity. So, and I will pass it to Taylor.
Debrew. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I work with Craig at the Boys and Girls Club of Green Bay. And I'm the director of quality and process improvement. So I'm not a teaching artist myself, but I oversee our program development and our staff training. So I work with Craig to, integrate arts into all of our program areas and really expand the capacity to which that we can offer arts to our members.
And hearing from all of you, we have to know how we want to exist in this space together, which brings us to doing our ground rules, which is something we do pretty often at VOX, pretty much every time we convene and meet together. So ground rules for us are the group agreements that keep us safe and creative and courageous in our spaces. We'll be able to come back to this, add to this, change things around. That's the thing about ground rules. They are constantly in rotation for us, and we'll always have them around. So we're going to call out some ground rules that either resonate with us or that we see on the board that we put down and we really want to uplift. So Opal and I'll go first. One that I really love is question everything, and I wonder who wrote that one. I think that it is important to always ask questions about everything and just always get a better understanding of where everything is coming from. I don't think there's any harm in it as long as your questions are not coming from a place of malice, but from a place of curiosity.
I'm going to lift up, don't let technology stand in your way. Thank you for putting that up there because that's something that I need to be reminded of. Thank you.
So let's make sure that say the thing comes with don't let technology stand in your way. So as we go through this meeting or this process, you're going to hear in a minute, we've got an invitation to share your stories. We want to be podcasting. We're making some videos. We got a PSA campaign to throw at you for your input. Let's not let technology stand in the way. And if we don't know how to do something, say the thing. Or if you've got an idea, say the thing, right? Thank you for that. Keep it. We'll come back to these ground rules. We'll live into them together. And Naila's got a activity where we can hear more of the thing. So take it away.
And I would love to hear something that you would love to hear from each other. So we're all community resources for each other, and definitely want to find out how we can help each other and, each thrive in our clubs.
Creating spaces to focus on process rather than always working towards the end product. I love, a lot of the kids, the age group, they're awkward about doing art, it's not always a safe space for them to create, to express themselves. But I think doing it, I think the process, I love the idea of the process. I do that with my kids where they don't have to be great artists. They just have to think and be creative and get their ideas down it's not the finished product. I think that's great. And I think it encourages more kids to participate than just having an specific art class. So that was my thought about that.
Right now, especially we live in a time where it's all about the end product. And I know I felt victim to it before, where I want to show what I'm making. I want to show what I'm making when I rush my process, but it's beauty in the process itself. And I think that's great to share.
Normally, Reuben, I work in a silo, right? I normally go into my hole, create, come out, and show what I've done, because being a technical person, a musician, I normally work in a silo. But I really want to learn from other PPTAs, like the process of community and working better on projects, because I've always, like I said, working in a silo, and now having staff that I supervise and having staff that directly come to me for resources and content development and curriculum development. I would just like to know, how do you, any of the PPTAs or any other people that facilitate any of us, how do you work in community and how do you engage with others in just a collective manner? That's something that I want to know, because I have a method that I use now, but I'd like to see other methods and just, grow in that area.
Reuben just talked about too. For 20 years, I was working in central Wisconsin as an art teacher, and you want to talk about silos, dear God, we were really part of silos in that particular setting. So we were kind of doing our own thing within our school district. But when our school districts were able to get together as a whole cohort, all the art teachers got together in one room, and we were supposed to go to different workshops and whatnot. We said the heck with that and stayed together and chatted the whole time, because that community time that we had was so much more valuable than anything we could have learned in any of the workshops that they had. So one of the things I would suggest is that we find a way to be able to do more connecting between ourselves, to share what we're doing and talk with each other and inspire each other to see what we can do.
Use this platform as a place to do that. We're going to come together frequently over the next year, but even more so than that, this platform exists all the time for y'all to connect with each other. VOX's commitment is to support content creation and support your sharing your work, your needs, your ideas, your art on the site. Trayvon is our content manager, so we'll be working hand in hand to get that content that you share up on the site. And when it comes to convening or meeting, work with each other to support each other. Let's use the site to connect with each other, and let us know how we can make whatever media, whatever content y'all want to make in order to do just that. VOX's commitment with BGCA is that we, in the same way that you honor your young people's time and your staff time, we honor your time. And so when you make media with us, when you come to community conversations like this with us, there's a small but an honoraria for each of you. I would love for you to look in the vision ball, that imaginary crystal ball that we pass to each other. And we'd love to hear a one word or phrase that you see for yourself as a member of this community.
I just see great things happening in the work. So I'm hoping to create more of a community as a whole, and create a larger community.
I just see a very supportive and kind of inspiring community where we can all learn from each other and take some cool things back to our club.
I'm really excited about the collaborative piece. I just know the clubs in the movement are just doing so many great things within their clubs with the art, and just no one knows about it. So I'm excited to share that information and to get it up on the site.
Really excited that you guys are doing this, because I'm reaching a point where I'm starting to get exhausted. Honestly, to be very frank with everybody, the pandemic has done a number on everybody. Keeping my inspiration high so that I can share it with kids who can't be inspired themselves to save their lives is key. It's so important. So keeping our staff and our creators and our teachers excited about what they're doing is going to be so important. And I think this is a tool that can help that happen.